What's good, my link and me? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video. The equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing LiTTyENT. I already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now guys, it looks like Stormzy may no longer be the king of the UK, as his recent song drop with Fredo hasn't been doing as well as he would have liked and as we would have expected. And we're going to break this down in way more detail, but already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe, keep up to date, and drop a banger like this one. And hit that noti, because you're in it, so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like we are witnessing a shift in power within the UK rap scene. Because it looks like Stormzy's most recent track with Fredo titled Toxic Trait has ended its first week run at number 11 on the UK singles chart, just missing out on the top 10. And in the words of Stormzy, if you ain't hitting the top 10 then
I don't wanna hear no chat about charting. You manage to start.
So sadly, I think Stormzy may be losing the crown that he's been holding on to for so long. I mean, let's be real and honest with ourselves. A Stormzy comeback tune, especially one with the assistance of Fredo, should easily be debuting within the top 5 at least. Yeah, maybe number 1 was a bit tricky given Dave and Central Cee's absolute dominance with Sprinter, and of course J Hus was trailing behind at number 2 with his Drake collab. It's not even like Stormzy was trailing behind at number 3 or number 4. He was trailing at number 11. A Stormzy comeback song being at number 11 is absolutely atrocious, for loss of a better word.
LOL, I'm fucking dead.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks like this is a growing trend for Michael Big Storms. His last album was terrible. The Mel Made Me Do It song was good the first time you heard it, but the replay value wasn't really there. And I think we just can't ignore the fact that people like Dave and Central Cee are beginning to push Stormzy out of the door a little bit. I don't think that Stormzy has the youth in a chokehold as much as he once did, or definitely not as much as the two aforementioned artists. And let's be real, the youth are the ones that are running up the streams and running up the YouTube numbers. So I don't know, man, I don't really hear them secondary school youths on the train saying, let's play that new Stormzy, you know what I mean?
$100,000 for the cheapest ring on a nigga finger, little bitch.
Especially not from that last album. And yes, that album is going to keep catching stray bullets because it was garbage.
And that's facts, no printer.
Now, I want to be fair to Stormzy, you know, and I want to use his own laid out criteria to assess whether or not he's losing the crown to people like Dave and Central Cee. In the song Wiley Flow, Stormzy said, and I quote,
"If you can't do 10K first week, then I don't want to hear no chat about numbers. You man are my youngest."
Well, Dave and Central Cee Sprinter did 108K first week, so it blew that out of the water. Yeah. Stormzy then said,
"If you ain't got more than 5 top 10s, then I don't want to hear no chat about charting. You manage to start."
Well, Dave has more than 5 top 10s. He's got Funky Friday, Location, Starlight, Disaster, Streatham, Verdansk. These are all top 10 and some top 5 and some number 1 hits. And then Central Cee has Commitment Issues, Doja, Obsessed With You, Let Go, Overseas, and now Sprinter. So they've both covered off that mark as well. And Stormzy also said,
"If you ain't got no platinum plaques, then I don't want to hear no chat about."
Well, Central Cee has 4 platinum songs and Dave has 10 platinum songs. So as you can see, they cover all the criteria that Stormzy himself laid out as to what would constitute someone being the top of the game and not being his youngest. So this is Stormzy saying this. It's not even me. I'm just following what Stormzy's giving us these rules, you know. It's him. It's all him. Blame it on him.
I'm just saying.
And then with J Hus gearing to drop potentially one of the best summer albums the UK may see in a long time and potentially fully solidify himself as one of the top dogs in the UK, I'm not gonna lie, Stormzy's place at the top is not looking as solid as it once did. Now, if I'm Stormzy, or if I'm Stormzy's manager, or whoever's in Stormzy's camp, what are my next steps is probably the question that you want to know. To that question, I would say, first of all, we gotta allow the singing thing immediately. I genuinely believe that the singing Stormzy just doesn't work. I think overall it's done more harm than good. I think on songs like Own It, Cigarettes and Kush, Blinded by Your Grace Part 2, where it was like a singing chorus and then he rapped for most of it, but he just hit the chorus with the singing. He was doing a bit of a Drake thing. I think on those tunes it works for the most part, but when it's just a straight Stormzy Sheeran doing a singing thing like on Fire and Water, and he's doing a whole ballad and it's just a slow song and he's singing his heart out, and I'm just sitting there just wondering, like, what is this? I can't even lie to you. And I mean that with no disrespect, because I like Stormzy's music and I know what got me interested in his music in the first place, and it wasn't his vocal cord prowess, I'll tell you that much. Don't get me wrong, I get it. I get artists have to experiment. I get that, trust me, I do. But, I mean, he experimented, cool. And the experiment failed tremendously. So, now we know what works and what doesn't, so let's just start to apply what works. It's a very simple concept. It's not that hard to grasp. I also think he does need to have a very music quality focused mindset, and what I mean by that is, yeah, the videos that he makes and the cameos in the videos are great and whatnot. Like, it's great seeing Usain Bolt and all that good stuff, but I think just double down on getting the music right first and foremost, and then worry about adding, you know, Alison Hammond to your music video. You know what I mean? Finally, I think just give us a good next album. Give us a good album, a straight rap album of you spitting over hard beats and just giving us some raw Stormzy pause. Yeah, you can sprinkle a couple girl tunes in there and whatnot. Every rapper does it, so I won't be hating on that. But yeah, man, less singing, more rapping is what I would say. But in the words of Heady One,
it's a bit of a sticky one still.
Let me know if you think about this in the comment section down below. What do you think? Do you agree with me and that Stormzy may be losing the crown to people like Dave and Central Cee? Or do you think I'm capping and Stormzy's the GOAT? He always has been the GOAT and always will be the GOAT and always will remain at #1. Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 2,000 subs. You already know what time it is. You can follow my personal IG at the only LiTTyENT. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me in there, because what else you do with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black, and if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing.